A very good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible to all?
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Is PPT is visible to all? Okay. See, in last lecture we have completed third unit. Third unit of basic chemistry. Okay, that is the chemical bonding and molecular structure. First, tell me, is there any doubt regarding the third unit? Yes? Okay. Sakshi, Vinayak, make your camera on, Vinayak. Where are other students? Okay. See, is there any doubt in the third unit, that is chemical bonding and molecular structure? In last lecture, we have completed the concept of acids and bases, that is Arrhenius concept, Bronsted-Lowry concept, and Lewis concept. Okay. Then after completing the third unit, okay, today, um, now we are going to start the fourth unit. Fourth unit is the solutions and chemical kinetics. Means this fourth unit is uh, based on the two um, points. Okay, that is, it is divided into the two parts. First part is the solution, and second part is the chemical kinetics. Okay, first we will start the part chemical kinetics. Okay, then see, you are very well known about the chemical kinetics. Yes, isn't it? Okay. See, chemical kinetics is very important branch of physical chemistry. Okay. Now, PPT is clearly visible to all. Okay. Yes. 1 minute. Okay. Yes. Okay. See, a very simple concept of this particular chemical kinetics. Okay, in your syllabus, the point is that what do you mean by the rate of reaction? What are the factors affecting the rate of reaction? Then what is the order of reaction, molecularity of reaction, then activation energy, collision theory, and integrated rate equations of first order, second order, and third order reactions. Okay, then after completing this chemical kinetics, we will start the solutions part. Okay, then first see the introduction. Okay, see, we know that whenever we study any particular reaction, okay, there are two aspects. First one is the thermodynamics, second one is the kinetics. Okay, means we have to study the thermodynamics of that reaction as well as the kinetics of that particular reaction. Okay, and we know that there are three main aspects. First one is the feasibility or possibility of reaction, second one is the extent of reaction, and third one is the speed of reaction. Okay, see the first two factor, okay, or first two aspect, that is first one is the feasibility of reaction or possibility of reaction can be predicted, okay, or can be experimentally predicted from the decrease in Gibbs free energy, that is delta G. Okay, and the extent up to which the reaction proceed can be calculated with the help of equilibrium constant. Okay, but the third factor, that is the speed of that particular reaction, any particular reaction. Okay, the third aspect, that is the speed, cannot be explained by using the thermodynamics concept. Okay, because the first two factor, that is the feasibility or possibility of reaction, and second extent up to which the reaction proceed, these two factor can be easily explained by the thermodynamics. Okay, but the third factor, that is the speed of the reaction, okay, could not explain on the basis of the thermodynamics. Okay, therefore to explain the third aspect, okay, we need a new concept, okay, that is known as the chemical kinetics. Okay, this chemical kinetics useful to explain the speed of reaction or rate of any reaction. Okay, by using this chemical kinetics, we carry out the rate of reaction. Okay, or we can say whether that reaction is slow reaction or fast reaction. Okay, with the help of that chemical kinetics, we can easily explain. Okay, then see introduction first. Okay, and remember this okay, means remember the three factor. Okay, feasibility, then extent, and then speed. Okay, and the third factor, speed, can be easily explained by using the chemical kinetics. Then see, chemical kinetics is also called as reaction kinetics, helps to understand the rate of reaction and how it is influenced by certain conditions. Okay, because we know that whenever we carry out any particular reaction, we need a reaction conditions, condition of temperature, condition of pressure. Okay, then solvent is there, catalyst is there, like that. Okay, and how that rate is influenced by this particular certain conditions. Okay, we can understood by using the chemical kinetics. Then it further helps to gather and analyze the information about the mechanism of reaction and define the characteristics of chemical reaction. See, it is very important, okay, because whenever we see any particular reaction, it includes the mechanism step. Okay, then means this chemical kinetics is also useful to study the mechanism of reaction. Okay, and also we can define characteristics of chemical reaction by using the chemical kinetics. Okay, because we know that in the mechanism there are two type of step. Okay, that is a slow step, then fast step. We know that slow step is the rate determining step. Okay, see, then definition: the branch of chemistry which deals with the rates of reactions and the factors which influence the rates of reactions is called chemical kinetics. Okay, just remember this definition. Okay, it is the branch of chemistry which deals with the rates of reactions and the factors which influence the rates of reaction is called as chemical kinetics. Okay, then see, the word kinetics is derived from Greek word kinesis. Okay, the word kinetics is derived from the Greek word kinesis, and its meaning is the movement. Okay, meaning is the movement. Okay, because we know that the rate of reaction is the also carry out means it is a speed of, it takes the speed of reaction. Okay, means for the reaction for completion it required a particular time. Okay, and therefore as it is related with this speed of reaction, okay, that particular, therefore it is known as the chemical kinetics. Okay, and it is derived from Greek word kinesis, meaning is the movement. Got it? Okay, then see, thermodynamics tells only about feasibility of reaction, whereas chemical kinetics tells about the rate of reaction, means whether that reaction is slow reaction, whether it is fast reaction, how much time that reaction will take place. Okay, all these point explained by the chemical kinetics. Okay, whereas thermodynamics tells only about whether that reaction possible or not. Okay, that is feasibility of reaction. Okay, okay, have understood this? Okay, yes. Then see, for example, okay, the thermodynamic data indicate that diamond shall convert graphite. Okay, but in reality, this conversion is so slow that this change is not possible. See what I said, that thermodynamics says about the possibility of that reaction, whether that reaction is possible or not. Okay, but in actually chemical kinetics tells the rate of that reaction, means whether that reaction is slow or whether it is fast. Okay, for example, we take the example of diamond. Okay, means according to thermodynamic data, it said that the diamond shall convert to graphite, but in reality this conversion requires so many high temperature. Okay, and this conversion is so slow, and the diamond cannot be converted into graphite, means this conversion is not possible. Therefore it is said that diamond is forever. Okay, okay, we listen in that particular ads also. Okay, हीरा है सदा के लिए. Got it? Okay, I know. Okay, like that. Okay, means therefore it say that the diamond is forever, because the conversion means diamond is converted into graphite. That conversion is very slow, could not be possible that change. Okay, and therefore it is said that the diamond is forever. Okay, and this is explained by the concept chemical kinetics. Okay, because thermodynamic data tells that the diamond shall convert into the graphite. Okay, but in actually this reaction takes so many time. Okay, therefore this reaction is not possible. Okay, got it? Then importance of chemical kinetics. See why it is important. Okay, what is the role of that particular chemical kinetics in different fields also. Okay, see, chemical kinetics is very important for biological, okay, biological field, then for environmental, and also for economic or industrial processes. Okay, it is very important. Okay, how? See, biological, okay, large proteins or aka enzymes, okay, increase the rates of numerous reactions essential to life, because we know that in our body there are different enzymes are also present. Okay, there are certain proteins or the different substances are present. Okay, which increases the rate of reaction which are essential to our body also. Okay, therefore by using this chemical kinetics we can easily study the rate of that particular reactions. Okay, then next, environmental. The maintenance or depletion of ozone layer depends on the relative rates of reactions that produce or destroy ozone. Okay, it is very important. Okay, because nowadays we are facing this problem also. Okay, therefore means whenever it is related to the environment, okay, we know that the maintenance or depletion of ozone, it depends relative rates of reaction that produce or destroy ozone. Okay, means to study that particular reactions related to that ozone. Okay, we can use the chemical kinetics. Okay, we can easily maintain the or depletion of that particular ozone layer. Okay, then third, economic. Okay, the synthesis of ammonia from N2 and hydrogen depends on rates of reaction. Okay, because see in industrial processes there are different process reaction or processes occurring in industries. Okay, for example, Haber process, Oswald process, contact process, like that. Okay, and this involves the catalyst also. Okay, this fertilizer industries use the catalyst to speed up the rate of economic reactions. Okay, for the economic reason. Okay, means we need that particular product also for our utilization. Okay, and therefore they use the catalyst, okay, to speed up that particular reaction. Okay, in industry. Okay, okay, these are the importance of chemical kinetics. Got it? Got it? Okay. Okay, then next one is the rate of reaction. See, rate of reaction. Tell me, what do you mean by rate of reaction? Yes. Anyone? What is rate of reaction? No?
The time required to convert reactant into product.
Okay. Okay. That is known as the rate of reaction. Okay. Means whenever reaction occur, what happen in the reaction? One reactant. What do you mean reactor? Reactant is the starting material. Okay. And that reactant is converted into the product, our desired final product. Okay. And whatever the time required, okay, for the conversion of that reactant to product, okay, that time is nothing but the its rate of reaction. Okay, see, first, okay, the rate of reaction refers to the speed at which products are formed from the reactants in a chemical reaction. Okay, because whenever, no doubt, it is a rate of reaction. Okay, you take any example of the reaction. Okay, any type of reaction. Okay, and here we have to calculate its rate. Means simply we have to calculate the speed of that reaction at which the products are converted into the reactants. Okay, then see, it gives some insight into the time frame under which a reaction can be completed. Okay, because it is very important to determine that particular time, okay, under which the reaction is carried out. Okay, see, for example, reaction rate of combustion of cellulose in fire is very high and reaction is completed in less than 1 second. Okay, means this reaction is very fast reaction. Okay, means its rate is very high. Okay, and therefore that reaction or that combustion takes place within a 1 second. Okay, then see definition. Okay, the rate of change of concentration of any one of the reactants or products at a given time or per unit time. Okay, that is known as the rate of reaction. Okay, see here why we are knowing that the change of concentration of any one of reactant or product, because whenever reaction occur, okay, when we study the rate of reaction, in that the concentration of one species decreases and concentration of one species increases. Simply, the reaction concentration of reactant decreases and concentration of product increases. Okay, this is the reaction. Okay, therefore, it is in the definition it is said that the rate of change of concentration of any one of reactants or products at a given time. Okay, see this diagram. Okay, this is diagram of the indicating the rate of reaction. Okay, it is a see concentration. Okay, versus time. Okay, see here this graph. Okay, see as the time passes, okay, the concentration of reactant decreases. Okay, and the concentration of product increases. This is simply the rate of reaction. Okay, means it is the rate of change of concentration of any one of the reactants or products per unit time or at a given time, that is known as the rate of reaction. Okay, See simply definition. Okay, you can write it. Write that definition. Okay, that is the rate of change of concentration of any one of reactants or products at a given time. Okay, I have understood the diagram. Okay, see this diagram is versus concentration versus time. Okay, I means as the time passes, the concentration of reactant decreases and concentration of product increases. Okay, got it? Okay, see how we can write the rate of reaction. See, whenever suppose this reaction, okay, A plus B gives the product C, okay, and just remember, see here, reaction rate equals to minus change in reactants, concentration of reactants divided by change in time, okay. Why there is the minus sign? That minus sign indicates the concentration of reactant decreases. Therefore, it is a negative sign. Okay. Whenever we write the reaction rate in terms of product, it has the positive sign. Why? Because the concentration of product increases. Just remember why we give the negative sign when there is change in the reactants, because in the reaction the concentration of reactant decreases. Okay. C rate equals to minus delta concentration of reactants divided by delta T. Okay, T is the time. Okay, and it is the concentration of reactants. Okay, C is the reaction. A plus B gives the C. Okay, the rate equals to minus delta concentration of A divided by delta T. Also in terms of B equals to rate equals to minus delta concentration of B divided by delta T. Okay, and rate equals to delta concentration of C, that is the product, divided by delta T, divided by delta T. Okay, see, just see the difference. Okay, whenever there are two reactants are there, we use the negative sign to indicate that concentration of reactant decreases, and here whenever we write the rate in terms of the product, it has the positive sign. Okay, because the concentration of product increases. Okay. Okay. See, then next fraction A plus 4B, it gives the 3C. Okay. Rate equals to minus delta concentration of A divided by delta T. Then rate equals to minus 4. Okay. That 4 indicates the number of that particular B molecules. Okay. See, in some book, there is written as the minus 1 by 4. You can write that particular, okay, to get the stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, that particular stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, therefore rate equals to minus 1 by 4 delta concentration of B divided by delta T. Okay, and rate equals to 1 by 3 or simply 3 delta concentration of C divided by delta T. Okay, got it? Yes, make your camera on fast. Okay, 1 minute.